Today we are going to be reviewing ADA, Cardano. These guys are a blockchain platform and they are supposedly set to rival Ethereum as they offer much of the same functions. For example, ADA, you can build decentralized apps, exchanges, NTFs, use smart contracts and design them and execute them, much the same as Ethereum. Now, in terms of Cardano, supposedly they are third generation blockchain. So for example, Bitcoin is considered first generation, second generation is considered stuff like Ethereum, and third generation is considered stuff like Cardano. Now, the difference is that between, the first and second blockchain, they roughly work on a proof of work algorithm relative to third generation blockchain, which often, like ADA, works on a proof of stake model. A few other notable differences is that third generation supposedly has better scalability, consumes less energy in transactions, and is a lot faster with these transactions. So one thing that obviously Ethereum suffers from currently, which is probably ADA's rival, is that essentially gas fees are super high because there's so many transactions going on with the Ethereum network. And if you've ever tried to buy something on Uniswap, for example, OVR, and the gas fee is ridiculous, it takes up a lot of ETH. So ADA is looking at combating problems like that. And obviously that's part of being in the third generation. And the scalability of ADA in third generation is supposedly a lot better. For example, I think Ethereum and Bitcoin can handle nowhere near as many transactions as, let's say, traditional payment methods like Visa. Whereas third generation blockchain and ADA, they're working on really increasing the amount of transactions per second that can occur. So they're kind of really looking at problems within the ecosystem at the moment, the crypto ecosystem, and trying to solve them. So for example, they partnered up with Kotti, who we reviewed recently, and Kotti can handle, I think, about 100,000 transactions per second, way past Visa, way past Bitcoin, Ethereum. So that looks like a good partnership for ADA. So yeah, it should be noted, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not offering advice in this video. Please do not make any decisions based on what I say. And for transparency, I do hold ADA. Now, I've been holding ADA since the start of February. Basically, what happened was I decided that I'd move my money out of Ethereum and into ADA because I kind of saw that they're both on competing fields. They're both kind of smart contract platforms. But I decided that because Ethereum's market cap was already so big, I wanted to take a risk with a small amount of money into put it into a lower market capitalization firm, which was ADA, and they both do similar things in the sense that ADA is built by the Ethereum co-founder, and ADA claim and their team claim that they're going to be the ones that take all the best bits of Ethereum and Bitcoin, combine them into one, and boom, you're onto a bear crypto. So of course, the thing that is going to send ADA to the moon is that everybody starts using Cardano to build decentralized apps, to make their smart contracts, and really, staking ADA to kind of help the whole ecosystem and the scalability and so on. So the more Cardano gets used, the more ADA is likely to increase via supply and demand, very standard stuff. But some of the problems that ADA is facing is that obviously Ethereum is the mothership of every single cryptocurrency and altcoin out there, really. It's the second biggest one. There's so many apps are built on there. There's so many developers on there. There's so many miners. Their ecosystem is already in full circle. So while there is often considered a first mover disadvantage, which ADA are trying to take advantage of, there's also a big first mover advantage. And you can see that, supposedly ADA has been touted as the Ethereum killer, but when popular analysts always seem to weigh in, they say that if they had to guess, both seem good, but if they had to say one, they think that Ethereum is going to be the winner in the future. And obviously Ethereum 2.0 is looking to solve the scalability issues, which is really hurting ETH right now. And if they can do that, then, ADA is going to have to really come up with something new. I feel like ADA are working well in terms of partnerships, and they're really trying to get stuff off the ground. I mean, if we take a look at their chart for the last year, all time really, you can see that back in 2017, they had a massive rise in the 2018 bull run, all the way up to about $1.20 at their peak. And recently we've eclipsed that in the latest bull run, up to highs of 140 at some point, I believe, when they got listed on Coinbase. And since then, they collapsed a bit. It was a bit of a pump and dump when they got listed, and when they've came back. So their current trading volume is, is that 2 billion? $2 billion in a day, down 34%, which is quite interesting. That's a big drop in dollar volume of trading. It's ranked 5th, so it is a very big cryptocurrency. Despite its low price, do not be fooled that it's not early days. It's still a huge cryptocurrency relative to everyone else out there. It's about 7 times smaller than Ethereum, I believe, and obviously Bitcoin market cap is around $1 trillion, so it's very, very smaller than Bitcoin. If you, my ADA is staked on Binance. So if you don't know what Binance is an exchange where you can, buy all these smaller coins, buy all the altcoins, there's so much more variety of what you can do on Binance as opposed to Crypto.com and Coinbase. And if you're a serious investor in crypto, you're probably on Binance. I can stake my ADA on Binance. I've done that for the last 30 days and I get a 5% return. So if you are looking to get more into the deeper crypto space, it's up to you. Then click the link down in the description below for my Binance referral link. You get 5%, I believe, off fees, essentially, when you sign up using my link. So, but yeah, you can see that it went on a bit of a dip. And then since then, that was when that we saw the blood in the markets the last few days, and since then it's kind of come back up to highs of 120 again, and it seems to be hovering about this current price at 118 in terms of dollars, which isn't too bad. Now, in terms of looking out for any technical analysis in the last few days, I think there's no real falling wedge, there's no real triple bottom. I mean, the only thing that could slightly be considered a bottom line would be here, but then it drops below this bottom line on the 12 o'clock on the 27th here, so there's no triple bottom. I mean, if this was up here, then it could be it could potentially be considered a triple bottom, which would signal an upward movement coming soon, but there's no triple bottom. And remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do not do anything based on what I'm saying. Taking a look at the trend angle that it was kind of going down by from peak to trough in the last few days, we can see there was a 44-degree angle. Once again, this level of volatility seems to be very normal in crypto. Harmony was similar, Coty was talking about with similar angles, so it's nothing really to be worried of. If I saw an angle like this in stocks and shares, you bet yourself I'm worried, because that is a big shift. I mean, if you're going from 130 down to 115, that's that's greater than 10% in the space of a very short period of time, which is not ideal. And you can see that the regression trend there is signaling downwards, but once again, it's kind of petered out. And taking a look at the roadmap, you can see there's 5 different phases: foundations, decentralization, smart contract, scaling, governance. Now, for me personally, I think the 2 most exciting phases are going to be 3 and 4, because, scaling, if they master that, then there's going to be a lot of good things happening. And the smart contract phase, as well as knuckling that down, will enable it to really get going in terms of creating decentralized apps, which is at the forefront of everything right now. So what is my opinion on Cardano? I'm a holder, for transparency, as you know. I'm no financial advisor. I think it's good. I don't think it's ever going to kill off ETH or become bigger than Ethereum, but I think it has a lot of scope as the crypto market grows to get bigger and to grow alongside that. Some estimate that there's a 10% market share that Ethereum don't have, and if Cardano can at least capture some of that, then I think there's a very, very good chance that we could be onto a crypto that's going to hopefully, fingers crossed, increase in value. Now, there's no guarantee that will happen. ETH may completely dominate the market with the Ethereum 2.0 coming out, but I think the team behind Cardano is very good. And in terms of their listings, you can see they're on 30 exchanges. They've almost got 500,000 community members, and the code releases aren't that much, but all in time, that's good. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you again soon.